Hello, beautiful angel. I'm Sia Cypher. Welcome back or welcome in. I'm a psychic medium, light worker, starseed, creative intuitive, and I'm sent from the heavens to deliver beautiful messages for you in this now moment. Everything that you need will be down below in the description box. So if you feel called, go check that out. All my links are down there. If you feel called to a personal reading, head down below. If this message is showing up for you, there are definitely pieces of wisdom for you in this message. Sorry, yeah, my internet like glitched out. I figure it's sort of like a little bit of a message for this reading. If this message is showing up for you, there is wisdom in this message for you. So this is general. Okay, this is a general message. So just take what resonates, leave behind the rest. I'm trusting that the universe has connected us in this moment now for a reason. So let's just dive in to this message. We are getting through here. Full moon in Aries. Okay, and it's funny because I'm actually filming this. It won't be posted anywhere near this date, actually, but I am filming this. It's either a new moon in Cancer or a full moon. I've totally like fallen off. I've fallen off my flow with the moons, but I'm going to get back on them and I'm going to start doing live readings for every moon cycle. We'll get back there, okay? It's just been a little like all over the place since I moved. But a fiery climax approaches. Okay, this really talks about you hitting some kind of peak in your life, hitting some kind of climax, some kind of like culmination, okay? And with it in Aries, sometimes this can be kind of like, it's fiery, okay? It feels fiery. It feels like sometimes we can maybe be a bit too blunt, too aggressive, too harsh, okay? There's something like that here. With the full moon in Aries, it's like there's excitement about what lies ahead for you, but sometimes with this energy, tempers can flare, okay? Take it if it resonates. It won't apply to everyone, but there could be like rash decisions. The situation that you're in has just or is about to come to the peak, okay? So yeah, this is talking like, I feel like it's to do with some other person. Because we've got the King of Cups, which very much represents even like a love match or someone we are connected to, right? But we've got the Sun coming out with it. So this is very happy, positive energy. So this could be like some kind of very exciting culmination that comes with someone that we have a lot of connection to, have a deep connection to, that we care a lot about, okay? So this is really beautiful energy. I might get a little bit more info there, Spirit. Like, what is this talking about? Tell me more about this climactic point that the collective is now coming to, okay? Thank you. This is talking about baby steps, committed and dedicated, faith before the harvest. Oh, so this feels like a culmination point, okay? You're finally getting to this point of faith in your journey, okay? It really feels like you've released the past, because with the Sun card, it does come quite far. It's like almost the final card in the deck, right? So, there is this energy when we get to the Sun, we decide to emanate our authentic vibration strongly, powerfully, and innocently, despite everything we've been through in the journey so far, because you've literally been through nearly the whole tarot journey thus far. So it feels like you're really releasing some kind of like past here. And it feels exciting. Exciting is coming in. It feels like the culmination that's happening here is releasing some kind of like block. Yeah, releasing some block of love, block of play. You're burning through some kind of block. You're burning through old stories. You're taking daily action steps, daily baby steps, okay? You're committed and dedicated into breaking through this resistance that's been in your life, okay? That's led you to feel unstable in yourself. And it's led you to attract in people that have not given you the support that you deserve, okay? This is the culmination, and that's why the sun is present. It's the most positive card in the deck, okay? I just saw the number 8, so that could be relevant. Abundance is really coming through here. Now, after this climactic point that you're coming to, because it doesn't feel like it's fully happened yet. It feels like it's coming, but it's soon, right? We also have the waning moon here with what do you need to release? So there's more about this release, right? Releasing this unsupportive dynamic in your life. Could be a relationship because it's the cups, right? Connection. So, but it is sort of talking about like inner blocks as well, right? Inner blocks in our sense of connection. So with the waning moon, it's really fascinating because the waning is the phase where the moon gets smaller and smaller as she moves from the full moon to the new moon. So see how the climactic points happened, and then we're sort of fading from that point, okay? So it's the time when things are falling away. The time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling on to anyone or anything, okay? So it feels like after this climactic point, it's like you're stepping back. It feels like you're stepping back with this 7 of Pentacles as well. Yeah, it's sort of like after this climactic fire, you're moving into a winter phase of rest, actually, is what wants to come through. Or just peace, it feels like, right? So it's funny. It says say sorry to someone. So it's like the first card can talk about like having really harsh conversations with someone by us being assertive, okay? That card also talks about having more fun, okay? But yeah, it's also about releasing emotional baggage, okay? And it's not the time to start new projects. It feels like one's already happened. But anyway, with this card here, it's really talking about you being on a pause phase in your physical life and kind of assessing it, taking time to tune into our intuition. So that's the guidance here. Tune into your intuition, okay, after this climactic point, because it's going to be communicating to you things. And it's like you're absolutely receiving here, okay? And then we've got the Knight of Wands here, which does talk about very passionate action, clarity on a direction. So I feel like as this energy dissipates after this sort of, I just heard violent time, not actual violence, okay? It's not actual violence, but it might just feel like that in the energy. Like it might just feel a little chaotic is what I'm getting, okay? It might just feel a little chaotic about like this sort of blip, okay? But it does feel like there's clarity coming in, because I always see the 7 of Wands as a pause while we tune in and decide what we shift, what we adjust. And then by taking that time to pause and release, then it's like really powerful momentum that you're going to be feeling forward. Yeah, look, you're still finishing something old. This is resistance, anxiety. That's what you're, yeah, so the mind is distracting. Yeah, so it feels like the mind might be feeding. There's 2 aces here, okay? There's big change after this culmination, after this climax in your life. And you're going to be moving into exploring a new paradigm, your mental expansion and a breakthrough, okay? The clarity's coming. After the culmination, take time. After the climax, take time is what just keeps wanting to come through. Sorry to repeat myself, but take time to tune in to what you're really feeling, and it will lead you to exploring something new. And it feels very passionate. This action feels very, very passionate, okay? We've also got here true offering here. And it says, True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. And see the little inner child's hands with the crows as well. So crows might be guides for you, or you might be really drawn to. There's birds on both of these, yo. And this says receiving. Look at this. True offering and true receiving. Giving something over to the universe to receive something from the universe. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love, releasing the suffering, releasing the blocks, releasing the resistance that was preventing us from playing, from preventing us from whimsy, that was blocking our ability to love, blocking our ability to allow love in. And we're receiving. See, both of their hands are like open here. Beautiful. And there's like an inner child and an adult. So it feels like there's working together here, okay? But with this receiving card, it says, every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance, okay? There's the blocks releasing so that you can tune in. There's something in the physical, like maybe there's a way that you're, like a perspective, a way that you look at the physical world and it causes blocks. That's just something I'm feeling right there. That might be what's shifting, like having a much more positive view, okay? And because of this positive view, this gratitude and leading with love and releasing the heaviness over to the universe, it feels like you're receiving. Yes. So we've got 77 here as well. So you might be seeing a lot of sevens at the moment. And the 7 of Wands here really talks about protecting one's peace, protecting what you've created thus far, protecting where you've got to. There's some kind of higher vantage point that you have got to in your journey, okay? So this can also be like external forces around you might be trying to like grab at your energy a little bit, okay? Trying to pull you off track, and you kind of have to discern what external factors, what external energies are for you and what are not for you, okay? This can come through as habits, desires. It can come through as even like, yeah, desires towards action. So it does feel like you will be in quite a period of discerning, tuning into the spirit within, tuning into the intuition within to allow it to guide you forward. That is coming through strong, yo. A little bit more info, spirit, on this 7 of Wands. It's talking about expansion through a mental imprisonment. That's what these blocks have been making your life feel like, some kind of prison, like almost like the prison walls are glass, right? You can see through them, they're there, but you don't fully understand how they've been holding you back, because it's all an internal paradigm of blocks inherited from ancestry, okay? With this receiving, it's so cool, okay? You got 2 cards here that are, confirmation burp, that are talking about speed, really quick pace. With this Knight of Swords, I'm feeling like communication is coming in, receiving in communication from spirit, from the universe on your divine plan, on some kind of way forward. Okay, there's powerful momentum behind you with this. I'm feeling the power. These blocks that are being burned away from your internal landscape are speeding up manifestations, speeding up what you're receiving, speeding up the power that is behind you. Okay, a little bit of info here, spirit. Thank you. Stable resources. Receiving stable resources, building a business. Okay, this feels like receiving some powerful momentum behind a business that you're creating. Like you're seeing it come to fruition here. Entrepreneur! Oh my God. Our dreams start to make money. You know, this energy keeps coming through for the collective. So I feel like you've been working at this. You've really been working at this for some time, and you've had to really discern through external things what you want to give your energy to. And what's coming through is now that you've burnt away some of these blocks, the energy, where you're putting the energy now is purely on yourself and purely on your projects, because there's a lot of wands here. The Knight of Wands here is really giving a passionate project, creative project. It's a new hobby. Oh my God. So something that you've started recently, like a new hobby, or there's a new hobby coming online, but it's a hobby that's turning into a business. It feels like adventure. Okay. There's focus on travel. There's like, there's a new level of beginning point here in stable resources made specifically from your own creations. Okay, let's just get a few more cards here. What else is going on here, Spirit? This is so freaking exciting. Oh wow, look, we've got throat chakra activation. It's big in the collective right now. It absolutely is big in the collective right now. These external forces, these external energies that are trying to pull you off track, they ain't working, honey. Even the blocks within you, right? The resistance that you feel within you, these demons, if you will, that are caused from these blocks that you have within, they ain't working. It's not working anymore. You've broken through the paradigm here. And this is really depicting it, right? This is the time to unplug, to relax, to know that it's all happening, working for you. Okay, there's someone in reference here, and maybe I feel like this could be this like King of Cups energy. They have peasant energy, right? And that's not to like talk them down or be harsh on them or anything, but with people that refuse to do the work or refuse to step into themselves, they take on a peasant type of energy because of what it leads them to do, right? I'm not trying to be like, you're a hierarchy, you're better than everyone, but doing the inner work does lead you to have greater psychic skills. That's just how it goes, right? Oh, look, unplug and relax, because you are surrounded by your ancestors now, so you can rest, yo. You can fully rest. Like, don't worry, like, have some days where you just hang out in bed. Seriously, you deserve it. Make yourself breakfast in bed. Make yourself, in between two timelines. And honestly, this climax, this point here with the full moon in Aries, feels like one dynamic. Like, this is really depicting the end of that first timeline, of this old timeline, of this old frequency of what you've been connected to. And this new timeline is coming online with this offering, this receiving. Okay. Wow. Timeline shift. Does anything else want to come through, Spirit? Wow. What's this sun energy? Psychic power activation through your inner child. This feels like a reclamation of some psychic powers that you had as a child, and the blocks that you're clearing is allowing your inner child to come fully online, which brings psychic powers, because our inner child holds gifts, okay? And whenever we exile our inner child, or ways that are attached to our inner child, like from traumas that happen as a child, even at school, when we're convinced that we aren't good enough or that we don't fit in, we can exile parts of our inner child, which leads us to exile some of our gifts. So this is what's coming online. There's an expansion here. I think I mentioned that before. There's an expansion. Yeah, there's an expansion here, and it's totally with psychic awareness. So now I'm really looking at this King of Cups. It could still be a person, but I am really looking at it as this mastery. There's two levels to it, okay? There is a mastery here of some psychic powers, some psychic awareness, okay? Wow, I love this message. I am going to leave this here. I love it so much. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. Your support here means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much, Angel. If you'd like to get a personal reading, check out the description below for my website, or just send me an email. We'll get something set up for you. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your donations as well. I am so very grateful for them. Subscribe to become part of the tribe, and I will see you in my next message. Sending you so much love, Angel. Mwah. Bye.